Well, most of England's performance was in focus, especially early on. Perfect start, game over very quickly.
Yeah, I think the manager will be relatively happy. We said before the match it's a difficult game for the players to play in, but I think their attitude has been first class. They've been very professional. At times when they've got it done and played, they've looked half decent. The first goal was a prime example of that. Under no illusions about the standard of the opposition. Defensively, Trinidad and Tobago have been chronic. They've broken every defensive rule in the book, but you've still got to go and play it. And you know, the first goal was a great goal. I think that Gareth Barry has played exceptionally well again. And overall, yeah, they'll be very pleased.
Yeah, and no signs of any sort of complacency, which would be important for Capello.
No, absolutely. I think as a player, you don't get the opportunity to dictate where you play, who you play, or whereabouts in the world. What you've got to do is you've got to go there, you've got to do the job to the best of your ability. And to be fair to every England player, we said beforehand, they probably don't want to be there in reality, they want to be on the holidays, but you've got to give them credit. They've gone there on a dreadful pitch and they've done it really well. The manager couldn't really have asked any more of them. They've knocked it around as best they could. They've passed it neat and tidy, and in particular Downing, Gareth Barry, Defoe and Ashton, I think, have all done really well. They're probably the players that have come in and want to make a point more than most, and I think they've done that.
I suppose it always helps when you get a nice start, and England got that with Gareth Barry's goal.
Yeah, I thought it was a really well-worked goal. I think, as I was saying, the passing was crisp. This was a great pass in from Woodgate into Ashton, back to Bridge, and then it's good movement. Gerrard picks it up, Bridge goes forward, Downing gets it, little ball over the top, he's in quick, good ball in, Barry's on the end of it, great goal. Again, you could criticise the defending, but we'll focus on the positive, Al.
I think the great thing for me is often you see players get into that position, keep the head down, sort of smash it across the 6-yard line and hope for the best for someone to get in there. But if you just watch Wayne Bridge, he just has a little look there, he just has a little look, picks Gareth Barry out with a great ball, and it's a fantastic finish. And I think Mark Bright actually said it in commentary, you'd probably expect Steven Gerrard to be getting on the end of that, but such is the confidence now of Gareth Barry, he's saying, no, I can get on there, I'll get on the end of it, and he's been the man of the half for me, Gareth Barry. He looks very, very confident in there.
Yeah, we talked the other day when England played against United States about Jermaine Defoe. You don't get too many opportunities, especially in forward positions, and when you get them, you have to take your chances. He didn't against America, but he got a goal today.
Well, we were critical of him not scoring. I think in general play against America, he was decent, but as we all know, forwards get judged on goals, and just this touch here, I think, oh no, it's going to get away from him, but he's got that much time and space that he's able to have a poor touch.
It's a great pass out.
It's a fantastic ball. Very, very good off Stuart Downing. Poor touch here, look, with his right foot. It takes it onto his left foot, sort of scuffs it in, but that won't really matter to him. The end product is the ball is in the back of the net, and he probably needs that because, as we said earlier, he missed some chances against the USA, and we were fairly critical of him because at this level, when you get chances, you have to take them. Yes, he's had 2 or 3 more chances in the game, but that'll do his confidence the world of good.
It's the same as the other night. Any sort of passing and movement they're in, and they'll have chances in the second.
It's even more difficult on this pitch though to do it with passing and movement to get it crisp and sharp.
Well, there another number of opportunities for the strikers, Defoe and Ashton.
Well, the first one that Defoe has, Al, I think that really again, it's a great opportunity. Ashton holds it well.
I like the link-up play here. You've got one centre forward there laying it off to Beckham. What a great ball in that is. We know that if you give the ball to David, he'll do that, and that should be a goal. I mean, I thought again, chances for Defoe, he's not got them, but dreadful defending. Gets the ball in there, lets him turn in a shot, and another one for Dean Ashton here. Again, he's looking for his first England goal. Another very, very good ball off Beckham. Should hit the target. He'll be disappointed.
Yeah, and Barry, who had been influential all the match, he picks up here. He just looks and waits. He's patient, then plays a good ball into Ashton. Back to Gerrard. A little bit of movement over the top. Comes to Defoe. Doesn't sit great for him, but again, it's a very, very good chance. You can tell by his reaction that he thinks he should have scored.
Again, it's good link-up play between Ashton and Defoe. One coming short, one long, and Gareth Barry knocking it in, and it's very good play.
Constant theme there almost, Gareth Barry. The player that impressed you most perhaps in the first half?
I think so. I think we know his talent, his ability. Great in the ball, great touch, fabulous technique. Zips this one into Steven Gerrard, and that's been a good partnership. Great ball into Defoe, and when he picks it up here, again, he's just looking. And the great thing about this is he's obviously keeping possession here. And even if he's passed it 30 yards to the right, he's then moving in. Beckham plays it back. Barry gets in a position just to link up the play with, again, Gerrard plays him. And then this is a great pass out wide, outside the left foot. Fantastic pass.
There's a huge debate going on whether Lampard and Gerrard can actually play in the same midfield, and we haven't probably seen any evidence of that over the last 2 years. But I think what we're seeing is that there's a very, very good partnership forming there in between Gerrard and Gareth Barry, who looks very, very comfortable.
Give the manager of certain team an idea there, possibly.
Well,
Liverpool.
you know, I mean, there's lots of speculation that he will go to Liverpool, and I think he'd be a fantastic acquisition for Liverpool. But at the same time, I really don't think that's what Liverpool are needing. I think Liverpool are needing a wide man that's got tons and tons of pace, that can do a trick and get past somebody. Gareth Barry won't do that for you, but what he is, he's a fantastically intelligent footballer, and we've seen him link up tonight with Steven Gerrard, and it's like a partnership that we could see flourishing.
Who knows? Trinidad and Tobago haven't posed too much of a threat, no. Alan, but I suppose one incident where Kenwyne Jones got hurt, David James came out.
Well, I said in general play, Defoe and Ashton have been very good. This is the part where the only time where Defoe can't let that go unless he gets a shout from Dean Ashton. He obviously doesn't get one. They're too far apart from each other, and it leads to problems.
Well, the big thing here is Rio Ferdinand's 3 yards in front of Kenwyne Jones. David, the last thing you want is your goalkeeper to come out, but this is a frailty that's plagued David James all his career.
Yeah.
You know,
just rush of blood.
Yeah, just a total misjudgment. You know, Rio's total favourite to win the ball, doesn't need to come out, has a rush of blood, comes out, and then they could have paid for it.
I hope that's not a serious injury for Kenwyne Jones, because he's just come back from a broken wrist, and the last thing he needs is to be on the treatment table over the summer.
Exactly. Okay, let's have a brief pause. Time now for another opportunity to enter our goal of the season competition. 10 great goals. David Beckham there speaking after a very comfortable victory for England. I suspect he'll be around for a while.
Yeah, I think he will be, but I'm determined to be positive, so I'm not going to mention the second half, which seemed to drag on for hours. So we'll just concentrate in the first half, and like Beckham said, first 20 minutes they were positive, they played some nice stuff, good passing movement for the first goal, and the first half I thought Capello would be relatively happy with the performance.
Alan?
Well, you can only beat what's put in front of you, and let's be honest, it was pretty poor what were in front of England tonight, but players done what they had to do. Their attitude was right. You've got to give the manager credit for that, because sometimes in these particular games it's very easy for the players to have one eye on the beach. But they'd done it right, and they played some good stuff, particularly in the first half, and I agree with that, on the second half was probably a non-event.
It was good to get for England off to a good start, couple of goals.
Yeah, mate, obviously makes it easier, but I was impressed with the first goal. Again, you can criticise opposition all you want, but I thought the passing was slick, the movement was really good. You know, it's into feet, Gerrard, Barry, and then Downey over the top, and Bridge, great ball, and that, like Al says, little look up, Barry's on the end, and it's a great finish.
I think he's been the big plus of the last few days for me is Gareth Barry. Yeah. I think he realises an opportunity there for him, and he seems to have said to himself, I'm going to make the most of this.
He seems to look comfortable at this level.
Absolutely. He does look comfortable. He's a very, very good passer of the ball. He's comfortable on the ball, which you need to be at that level, and he looks at home in there.
Yeah.
You know, Mark Bright was talking about, you know, retention of the ball and Capello going crazy, but in the first half they did remarkably well. I mean, I'll talk you through this, but that is a great pass from Downing. It's clipped to perfection.
It is. It's with the outside of the boot, which is the hardest pass of the lot. Not a great touch off Defoe, first touch. Not a great second touch either. And the third one's not brilliant, but it ends up in the back of the net. And that's all that matters. And he needed that, because we said earlier, he missed a couple of chances against USA. He missed a couple of chances prior to this chance, but it's gone in, and that'll give him the confidence I think that he needs at this level.
I think you mentioned Barry there, and the great thing is that he's given the manager a problem. You know, it's great for a manager if he's got options, alternatives. Even in qualification, Barry played particularly well, and I think he's there to stay.
Okay.
I do.
Well, that remains to be seen next season. Defoe, it's amazing. You get one goal, another one comes along straight away.
Well,
Had a
great.
long way.
What a game for centre forwards to
plenty of
notch
room,
up
plenty of space, plenty of
absolutely.
chances.
To notch up your goal difference, as Mark Bright described it. It was. I mean, we've been looking for Bentley to do this. He just moves it. Not great pace, but a very good ball in. Crouch causing problems at the back stick, and you're in the right place at the right time. I mean, that was his second one. He could have had and probably should have had his hat trick.
It's a good cross through the ball, Bentley.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, give him that space and that time. He is. I mean, he won't get that in most international games, but yes, he's done it.
The other boring part of the second half was you two constantly talking about how you'd love to have played in this game. You know, it's
well,
like
centre forwards, there's goals there
5
for you,
goals
isn't it?
and whatever. But great for Defoe. I mean, he missed 2 or 3 chances, but you know, to get 2 goals is very good for him.
Let's hear how happy he is. Here is Jermaine Defoe with Ray.
Jermaine.